Hey guys, welcome to the video. My name is AJ and today we're going to be doing a quick in-depth tour of the Where2fly app, taking a look at all the features and just doing a walkthrough and kind of an explanation for anybody new to the app or anybody who just wants to get a tour of the app. So when you open the app, the first thing you'll notice is that it's broken into a few different sections. User submitted places to fly, parks, beta, and NoFly Zones. First, let's take a look at the user submitted places to fly. So as the name suggests, this map is going to have user submitted places to fly from all around the world. This is open to anybody, and it will show the first 25 locations nearest you on a map. To load more, you can go into the list view and scroll down to prompt it to load more locations. From this view, you can access the locations just like you would from the map. You click on a location to get more information about it, and in a few seconds it'll load a little description of the location. You can get directions straight from this part of the app to find how to get to that place to fly. Heading to the top right corner, again, you can enter the map view and click on a location and access that exact same information. You get normally a picture and a quick description on most of the locations. In addition, you also will see a quick little map preview down below to show you where it is in relation to everything around it. So that is the user submitted places to fly section. Heading into the Parks Beta section, this section of the app was created to create a foundation of safe places to fly for the community. I worked on this for about 3 months with the developer, scraping safe places to fly, safe parks, both state and locally, and then cross-referencing that against no-fly zones like airports and national parks, etc. And then we came up with this location, this list of, I think it's around couple thousand locations across all 50 states in the US where you can fly your drone. So just like the other part of the app, you can access all of the locations either in this list view with a little description and also in the map view. One thing I'll note is it's still in its beta form and there's still some issues with it, and it should be noted that whenever you're flying, if you're finding a location on this app or on any other app or just from your friend, I highly recommend that you check the no-fly zone map before you fly, because even if the location was safe when it was added to the app, it's very possible that local laws or legislation has changed since then, and the location may no longer be be safe or legal to fly in. So that's just the importance of using the no-fly zone. So this is the no-fly zone map powered by a company called Airmap. A really cool company who have created a robust system to have all of the no-fly zone data stored in a app very conveniently, and they give it to developers to use in their drone apps as well. So it's featured here in the No-Fly Zones tab. The first thing you're going to do when you come onto the app for the first time is click in the top right corner. There it'll give you a list of all of the different filters, like national parks, fires, temporary flight restrictions. You can select if you're flying commercially or recreationally, and depending on all the filters that you select, it will display the relevant information on the map, which is really helpful, really awesome. For example, if we're trying to fly in Tiburon in the locations that we looked at earlier, we can see what we need to keep in mind. So on October 6th, there's going to be a temporary flight restriction because of the Blue Angels and Fleet Week. There's also a private airport that you need to contact because you're within 5 miles of that. So that's just a quick tour of the no-fly zones. Now heading over to the add locations section of the app. This is where you go to add your locations to the app, as the name suggests. So the way you do it is you come onto the app. There's a little map here to help you get your bearings if you're trying to find a location and trying to make sure that where you're looking at it on the map is the location that you're typing in. So I find that helpful. And then you type in the address, and if for some reason there's no address for the location, like so often happens when you're flying in a field or a park or a mountain, you can add the coordinates. And I would recommend getting GPS coordinates from maybe Google Maps, it's generally pretty easy to do it through them. And then you can add it. You click if it's intermediate, advanced, or beginner. It's best for aerial racing, FPV, or aerial video. And select a picture, a quick description, and send it on its way. It'll come to the back end and be reviewed by somebody, and most likely I'll be reviewing it. And as long as it's not right next to an airport, or it's not on private property, or there's no glaring issue with the location, it'll be added to the map in a few days. Sometimes it does take time because all the locations are reviewed by a person, and there are quite a few locations coming in these days. Looking at the forum, which is also relatively new, in this section of the app, pilots can talk about any drone-related topics. There's an introduction section for new pilots. There's a general where people talk about all sorts of discussions, and there's some really interesting topics on here, and it's just really fun to see what people have to say, what mods people are doing with their drones, where they're flying, and help people answer their questions and keep everybody flying safe. The last major section on the app is the blog section of the app. We have been doing a few pilot features lately, which I really enjoy doing. Awesome. I think it's just so fun to feature different pilots from the community on the app and their amazing aerial photography. So this is one we did last week. As you can see, it's just beautiful photography from a lot of really cool pilots. And if you would like to get your work featured on the blog, feel free to reach out to me. You can send me an email at aj@where2flyapp.com, and I'll try and get you in one of the next blog posts. So moving on from that, you click on the resource tabs, and there's a quick about us section. There's also a donate section, which is brand new to the app. The app is free, and I really want to keep it free. That's important to me. I don't think it should cost money for people to use it. And so I've just been kind of using some money that was donated to start the app, as well as use some of my own money to keep the app running. But I think it would be awesome if people find any value, if you find any value in the app, and if you enjoy using it and think it's helpful, if you donate $1 or $5. So I set up a Patreon account for people to donate to the app to help keep it running and keep it free and not covered with ads all over it. So besides that, there's also a Hire Pilots section of the app. There's also a Contact Us section. The Contact Us section I really encourage people to use. I love hearing from people, getting their feedback, and just seeing if they have any suggestions for the app. And also, if you have a problem, please reach out. I will be more than happy to help you with it. But that's just a quick little rundown, a quick tour of the app. I hope you enjoyed it. If you still have questions or concerns, please feel free to email me. Again, that's aj@where2flyapp.com, or you can comment on this video, and I'll try to help you with your question. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.